much Insomnia can do at this point. It's really, really time critical in these kind of situations where you're facing a quick expansion. You just can't totally ignore it like that. I think it's okay in a map like Temple to kind of ignore it, because there's so many more creeps you can creep. You can kind of keep up in the gold advantage, but in Plunder Isle you run out of creeps far too early. And it's also very, very easy to get harassed. And we'll see him getting harassed again here. So there's an instant mana burn, an instant Stormbolt. The Mountain King is now out of mana. And then Night Elf is going to steal the experience from the big creep. And he actually gets another good item there, Parapet of Vitality. So he's got 2 of those, giving his Demon Hunter an extra 300 health. And he actually got a Book of Health as well, so another extra 50. And his Demon Hunter's got 1025 hit points. So if he gets that Demon Hunter fully healed, that's a great tank unit. Now here's Insomnia with these Mortar teams. I've seen him do this strategy, you've probably seen him do it versus me in a couple of games, but that was in Temple, totally different situation. And actually looking at the elapsed time, we can see that it looks like Insomnia is going to lose this game right here. Level 2 drew the talents. We're going to see the Mountain King get Cyclone. We're probably going to see a few other units get Cycloned. Here we go, Heroes in there, Mountain King there. And it's a good game. What can you do versus that? There's nothing you can do versus that. You need to react much earlier. You need to scout. You need to not put yourself in a situation where you're going to get trapped like that. Can't even use these portals. Constant in there. Insomnia. That must have been annoying. Insomnia surrenders in disgust. So that's actually quite a nice strategy. I haven't really seen that versus a human player much, so you might want to try that yourself. Pretty good build order, I would say. Nice strategy from Intox there. And this was at the live event CPL Can. That's the first game of 3, so we're going to go on to the second game now. So if you want to load up the second game, I'll stop this one now. Okay, see you. Bye. Okay, this is game 2 starting. I hope you listened to the first game. This is the second game of 3. SK Insomnia versus Intox at CPL Can live LAN event. This is Lost Temple. Much better for Insomnia in this case versus a Night Elf player. Lost Temple, very good map for a human player. Quite interested to see what Insomnia does in this situation. I know what he did versus me, but now that he knows what kind of strategy Intox is doing, we might see him playing slightly different, maybe trying to stop that early expansion much quicker, etc. So last time he did a repaired altar, no repaired altar this time. The altar is going up at normal speed. He's obviously changed his mind about that. You can actually compare the altars to see which one finishes first. So no repairing going on there, so both altars should finish at the same time, both heroes should start beginning at the same time. As you can see, Insomnia has done a little trick here with the perfectly placed buildings that allows the peons to get through that one space gap. Now this does allow you to put only 4 peasants on gold. He's actually only got 3 in gold at this point. He's losing gold at this point. I think he's either making a mistake or this is some advanced build order that I'm unaware of. There's his 4th peon going on to gold. So he's remedied that and he's into full gold production. So Footman, Archmage. It looks like Intox has set himself up for a quick expansion. Now personally, see, as soon as that Wisp scouts the 6 o'clock position and the other Wisp scouts the 12 o'clock position, and I know that the human player is at 12 o'clock, which Intox knows because he walked past a peasant or a depot, I would choose to start my quick expansion at the 6 o'clock ramp. And let's see if he does that. And there's the militia out scouting around the place. He's built a farm. He's scouting avidly for those Ancients of War. He saw him do this last game. It's very, very important for a human player. It's alright to get lazy versus lower ranked opponents, but when you're playing at high level, this is crucial to look for those early Ancients, because it can be such a problem. Intox is creeping the centre as usual. Insomnia is going for this, looks like a quick expansion. Might not be a quick expansion, might be using the militia to help clear the creeps. We'll see in a minute what his plan is. And as you can see, Intox has done exactly what I was thinking. He has started his Tree of Life at 6 o'clock. That's the furthest away spot from the human player. Very, very wise. In a game a couple of weeks ago, you might have seen it, versus Soz.Careless, I was in exactly these same spots, and I built my Tree of Life at my natural expansion, and I lost it because it was so near the human player. So that was a big, big mistake. I learned from that, and I would now, in those kind of situations, build exactly the same as Intox has done here. Laziness can cost you the game. So a nice quick expansion there. He's not going crazy. You'll like to see a lot of human players repair with 4 peasants. There's nothing wrong with 3. Save yourself some gold. Insomnia's taking a risk. It is possible for the Night Elf player not to be quick expanding. And if he's not quick expanding, then he can put that human expansion under extreme pressure. But because he is expanding, it means Insomnia is perfectly safe to do that expansion. But of course he was unaware of the expansion that's happening, so it was a bit of guesswork going on. Like calculated guesswork. I mean, you're all aware of Crazy Assassin's fast push. The fast push always kills a human quick expansion. Always. So the Demon Hunter onto the second set of priests. Upgrading to keep. The Night Elf is already at his tier 2. He's getting the Keeper of the Grove. I like the way Insomnia's built his depots here. Depots. This is not StarCraft. Has built his farms here. That's to see early attacks. And also, if the Night Elf wants to get them out of the way, it takes a hell of a long time to kill buildings. If he wastes his time killing those farms, Insomnia's just going to get ahead in experience. Yeah, I really think Lost Temple is a fantastic map for a human player. It's a good map for a Night Elf player as well, but let's face it, a human player would rather play a Night Elf player on this map than, say, Nullwood or Plunder Isle. There's much better chances for winning. So Intox is getting the Ancient of War. He's building it at the top of the ramp. I don't know why he's doing that. So it's going to take a while to walk down to defend that expansion. And he's sending the Keeper of the Grove out to harass the human main, but because of those farms, Insomnia is well aware of that Keeper of the Grove moving towards his main. Now, I don't know if he's going to... Well, I can see it not going towards his main now. You can see it running towards centre. So Insomnia is not stupid. He is now heading towards the expansion at 6 o'clock. And he's going to try and take it out. And now you can see exactly why that Ancient of War would do much better. They've been started at the expansion itself. It's not doing much use up there. He uproots it now. What use is that? Totally useless. So he has to uproot that Tree of Life, because there's no way he can defend that expansion with just 2 heroes. Impossible. So you can see how just making just like everything, judgment gives your opponent such a